Seatbelts, so we can be safe. What is that from?
Seatbelts, so we can be safe.
What's up, it's Sydney, and welcome to my 2014 Toyota RAV4. We love her. I felt like doing a drive with me today because I have a lot to complain about, and this is a productive way of doing so. I also wanted to incorporate you guys as well, so I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted me to talk about or any questions that you have. So, I mean, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're probably making the biggest mistake of your life. Here we go, fam. Juliana wants to know what my biggest fear is about college. Oh boy, do I have a lot of fears. I would say my biggest fear about college right now is that I don't know exactly what I want to study and what I want to do with my life, and I'm not big on wasting time and tuition money. I'm afraid that I'm gonna get to my junior year and realize I hate what I'm learning, and then I'm just gonna be a little bit stuck. How does it feel to be a senior? TBH, it kind of blows. I think the problem is that everyone hypes senior year up to be the greatest year of your high school career. It's just not. The next question asks about the worst thing that's happened to me while I've been driving. I still get unnecessarily heated about this, so I decided that it would be best for me to park my car to tell this story so that I don't endanger myself or others. I kicked off the wonderful month of May by getting pulled over. I was driving home from school. It was just me and my brother. We were just having a dandy old time, and by that I mean we were just silently driving home. I get into the left turning lane, and there's a car in front of me, and then a couple of cars file in behind me, and the light is red, so we're all stopped, you know, obeying traffic laws. Then we get the lovely green arrow, and I'm getting ready to go, but the car in front of me is just not paying attention. Bruh, let's get a move on. And then after like 10 whole seconds of that person not realizing, they finally come to their senses. They turn left, I turn left, the cars behind me turn left. It's all good, right? I complete this left turn like a champ, and then I look in my mirror after a couple of seconds and see that there's a cop behind me with its little flashy lights on. I don't know. Oh shoot, better pull over so the cop can go off and get whoever they're trying to pull over. So I move into the shoulder and park my car, and he's pulling over me. I was sitting here dumbfounded, like, America, explain! The cop walks over, I roll down my window, I have two hands on the wheel like a responsible driver, I'm sitting up straight, and he goes, "So do you know what you did?" And I go, "No." He says to me, "You passed a bus." And I go, "Where?" He points back at the general direction of the road, and my brain says, "Wow, what helpful information." But my mouth says, "Oh." He asks for my license and registration, so I reach over to my glove box, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I just take a huge stack of papers out, and then I get my license, hand him that, and then I hand him what I think is my registration, and then he sees the big stack of papers in my lap, and he rips the top one off and takes it, and then goes,
"You have two registrations. I don't know why, but the one here,"
like the one that was in my lap,
"is more valid than the one you gave me."
I'm sorry. Before he walks back to his car, he looks at me and says, "Do you know what the punishment is for passing a bus? You get your license suspended for 60 days. And there's a huge fine." Rip Sydney, 2000 to 2018, she's dead. I tell the officer, just to clarify, I was in the left turning lane. There was a car in front of me. We got the green arrow, we all turned, and then I got pulled over. Then it gets a little sketch because he says, "Yes, except you were the leading car coming out of the turn." We've kind of reached a standstill because he's saying one thing, I keep saying the opposite thing, so he goes back to his car to type in my information. I turn to my brother and I'm like, "Matthew, was there a bus? Did I really blank out on passing a bus?" And Matthew goes, "There was no bus." The cop spends what feels like 25 years going over my information, and then he walks back, and the very first thing I ask him is, "So am I getting my license taken away?" And he goes, "Well." Just then, the smallest grain of hope resurrects itself from the underworld, and I'm like, "Please tell me you believe me." He says, "So you weren't the leading car coming out of the turn, but there was a big gap in between you and the car in front of you." He gives me a long lecture about how I shouldn't try and kill children, and I was like, "I know, I'm not stupid. I know there has to be 2 lanes going in either direction for me to be able to pass a bus. Like, I'm not trying to kill a kid out here." And he says to me, music to my ears, "You're a new driver, so I'm gonna let you off with a warning." Not really that new of a driver, but Bet, I'll take it. My theory is that he made a mistake, whether he checked the tapes or something and saw that I didn't pass a bus, or realized he meant to pull over the first person, the one that was in front of me, or decided to believe an innocent 17-year-old soul. I don't know, but it was terrifying and I really hope that never happens again. Shall we go through a drive-thru? I feel like that's what cool people do in these videos. Would I ever change my YouTube or Instagram usernames? I would love to. If you want to help me out with rebranding, let me know. Hi, can I get a tall hot chocolate, please? Anything else? Nope, that's it. Thank you. I really hope they don't judge me for my sketchy setup of duct tape and a camera. How would you describe your calculus class in one word? Grotesque. I probably shouldn't complain that much about calculus because it's really not that bad, but I'm going to anyway. Math is just not my strong suit and calculus is just not fun. What do you want to go to college for? Oh, we're moving. My current intended major is supply chain, but I don't really know what I'm doing out here.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bless. Hi, my name is Sydney and I get hot chocolate even when it's 80 degrees outside. My college plans? I don't know. A lot of people find a roommate on Facebook, but I didn't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna get a random roommate and I hope they like me. I'm not super concerned about the whole roommate situation. Maybe I should be. I'm not expecting to get a best friend out of it, or even a friend. I just hope that we tolerate each other. Goals. We are now approaching my lovely home, which is good because I think you're all sick of me by now. So that was my drive with me video. Sorry this setup is a little bit whack. If I had $1 for every time my camera almost fell, I think I would own half of Manhattan by now. If you guys want to see more drive with me's or even a playlist video and I can figure out how to do that without the YouTube police coming for me, I will gladly do that. Just let me know in the comments. Hi, Sam. Yeah. Bye!